All right, it's just after 9 o'clock and in the morning, and I am here at the motorcycle shop. Love that name. It just kind of cracks me up. I'm sure they put a lot of time and thought into coming up with that name. I think that is amazing. It's like calling your dog, naming your dog. But yeah, I think it's very cool. Hoping to get a T-shirt maybe with that, Alaska and all that good stuff on it. We'll see. But yeah, this is probably how I'll spend a good part of the day. Zeke's just around the corner there, over there at the building. Let me stand up here and show where I'm at actually, because this is very cool. So I've got him parked over there by the service, and I am up here on the porch of a cabin in their parking lot. And I looked in the window, and it's like looks like a seating area, and there's like a fridge in there that says the motorcycle shop on it. I mean, it's clearly and their deal, and I believe this is probably their waiting area if you're having a bike serviced or something. Again, the building, and then here in the corner of the parking lot sets a log cabin waiting area. I do believe is what it is. It's still locked up inside, but the place doesn't open till 10. But I'd be game to sit on the porch for that matter and do my social media and all that. And God willing, spend some time inside too, charging and all that. So, keep going. So I got to the McDonald's here just about 7 o'clock, just after 7, just right down the road, like a mile down the road. And it was only, it was like 27 miles over here. I'm sorry, 37 from where I camped last night over there by Palmer. And again, Route 1 was basically, it was like an interstate. It was 4-lane, heavy traffic going into Anchorage that time of morning, of course. It's rush hour, and so heavy traffic. It's I haven't experienced anything like that since pretty much being on Interstate 5 down in Washington. I don't know that it was quite as bad as the interstate traffic, but after being in the boonies for so long up here, between British Columbia over, it seems real heavy. But actually, I do think it was pretty darn heavy, to say the least. Like I said, it was rush hour, and it was a 4-lane, and Anchorage is a big town. But I got over there and ate some breakfast and charged and all that. And as always, I met somebody. I met a guy named David. David's from California, and he's a heavy equipment operator, and he I guess lives up here part of the year, and works. He's like I said, he's a union heavy equipment operator. So I imagine he's got a pretty good job. And but he lives up here some as well. I get an impression maybe he's got land here. I'm not sure, or land in California, maybe both. He said he didn't have a house on it because I think, again, he travels a lot between being up here. He had mentioned somewhere else. Maybe it's Hawaii. He spends quite a bit of time in Hawaii, snorkeling and stuff. So and he rides a motorcycle. I don't know that he rides over there, but he's got it's. When he actually approached me there in McDonald's, again, it started with the bike. It was kind of all about the bike. Checking mine out and just talking bikes. And he rides a big 1200 BMW, but not a GS, not like everybody else on the GS. He does have, I think it sounds like it's a street bike, a road bike. But interesting guy. It was great to meet you there, David. And interesting guy. Sounds like he's very mechanically inclined. Sounds like he does a lot of the work on the bike himself. He's done some surveying, and again the heavy equipment and all that. And probably again, like a lot of people, just kind of a jack of all trades. And probably, to tell you the truth, he seemed like he's somebody that's probably very intelligent. Is the impression I got of him. Don't mean to embarrass you there, dude. But, that's the impression I got. But again, man, good to meet you, and just good talking to you. And I so appreciate that offer. He even offered, when I told him about all the work I was having done here, he even told me that if I would get a estimate of the just the hours and the labor, what they were going to charge me, to let him know, and he could probably do it, for half the price. And, I mean, how cool, how generous, is that? And that's just amazing. So thanks, brother. I appreciate it. But, I told him it was already scheduled and I just needed to get it done, so I could roll on. But again, very, very kind. So yeah, all that said, it was from McDonald's up here. It was like another mile. So I don't think I warmed the motor up too much coming that far. It's 1.2 miles. So again, technically got it over there at like 7. And then, sat for like the 2 hours, and then, here at 9, and they don't open until 10. So the motor engine should have plenty of time to cool off, so they can get the valve job done, and the other jobs as well, the sprockets and rear tire and whatever else, I guess. We'll see. But I'm gonna shut her on down, and I'm just gonna again be here probably most of the day, and God willing, I'll check back in later and I guess sum it all up, finish it out.